Does your resume speak volume? Hey, it's your girl, Nurse Andra, the Confident Nurse, where I help aspiring and new nurses transition into this journey. And I want to welcome you to this channel. And if you tune into this channel, you're going to hear about tips on how to be a more confident nurse. And today we're going to talk about how to have a banging, popping resume. And I'm going to give you 5 things that you can include in your resume to make your resume stand out more. The first thing that we're going to talk about is having a nice, clean template design. That way it stands out, because we see the traditional black and white type resume. Try including a design that stands out and speaks to your personality. Number 2 is going to be the colors and the font size. Now, like I said, we see the traditional black and white, change it up a little bit and add colors to it. Now, don't go doing all the colors of the rainbow, but typically stick with the reds and the blues. Tend to be the most popular, and they tend to be the more cleanest, and you're able to still read your resume. And also with the size, you don't want it to be too big, but you don't want it to be too small. The 12 font size is probably the best size, with the exception of your name at the top of the page. You want it to be a little bit bigger, maybe a 14 or a 15 font, so that way it stands out more to that employer. Because when they're flipping through the names, they're looking at the names and the colors, and that tends to stand out a little bit more. So you want to change that, but keep the rest at a 12 font. Now, what we're going to include in the resume is going to be the third tip, which will be the objective. Then the objective is just mainly telling them what position that you are applying for. So it's just a little one sentence on the position, because sometimes they are doing more than one position. So you want to include which particular position that you're applying for. The fourth is going to be your qualifications and your education. So your education is going to include your high school that you graduated from and the college that you graduated from, and of course if you have any other degrees specific to what job that you're applying for. And your qualifications or in your skills are going to include your CPR, because we need our CPR to be able to get the job. And typically they like the healthcare provider. Include if you have your ACLS or your PALS, your PALS, and if your IV certification and any other certifications or qualifications specific for your job, such as if you are applying for maybe a wound nurse, you want to include that you have a certificate in that, because those qualifications tend to bump you up more, because now you are expert in that area. Now, last but not least, we're going to put down our experience. And if you're a more seasoned person, you may have had several jobs. Now you want to take a look at your resume to make sure that it does not exceed 1 page, because like I said, they're flipping through several applications. They don't want to be flipping through a bunch of papers. Now, it's okay if it does turn into 2 pages, but you want to keep it down to at least the first page. And you want to take at least the last 10 years of your work experience, starting with the most recent down to the 10 years. And putting in your experience and what you do, because different positions require different experience. So please make sure that you put your experience down at each, and what you did at each job, so that way they can say, okay, this person is qualified. So these are the things that you can do to have a bangin' poppin' resume. If you have any questions or any comments, please send those to me. And if you're looking for somebody to help you with your resume, you're not sure if your resume looks good and you're wanting someone to look at it, or if you want someone to write the resume, please also send that into the comments, or you can email me at confidentnurses1@gmail.com. 1 at gmail.com. And if you enjoyed this video, please make sure that you put your experience down on at each, and what you did at each job, so that way they can say, okay, this person is qualified. So these are the things that you can do to have a bangin' poppin' resume. If you have any questions or any comments, please send those to me. And if you're looking for somebody to help you with your resume, you're not sure if your resume looks good and you're wanting someone to look at it, or if you want someone to write the resume, please also send that into the comments, or you can email me at confidentnurses1@gmail.com. And if you enjoyed this video, or if you feel like somebody else needs to see this video, please share it out. And if you want to continue seeing more tips on how to be more confident, please subscribe to my channel and hit that bell notification so you know when I upload a new video. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video.